We row traditional East Coast skiffs, and at the moment we're kind of based out of a car park up the road. So right now we pull the boats down by hand on trailers. We use the slipway here behind us, just out here. So it's we've about a 200 yards of a drag of the boats down here. So we bring the boats down here and we launch them down here. Probably have maybe 15 crews, and there's about 4 on each crew. So it's a hive activity here on any given evening. So pretty much from nearly all the year round, but especially from kind of April through October, from 5 o'clock every evening until about 9 o'clock every night. I suppose some of the challenges that we have is trying to get the boats down and get them launched here at the slipway. They're not the easiest to drag down, so having them here would be a huge benefit to the club. It would allow us to develop a youth squad. So we partner with the 89 Moor Scouts, and they take part. We bring the boats down for them, but it really is kind of a roadblock to us to further developing our youth squad and to attracting new members, because there's a lot of activity involved to bring them down. So having the boats and the equipment, our oars, our life jackets, radios, having all that type of equipment down here at the slipway would be an absolutely fantastic thing for the club, and would allow us to grow and develop a little bit more. And it would be absolutely brilliant if we had that.
I've been involved in the rowing club for the last 4 years. My wife actually had been in the rowing club before me, so she got me down to give it a go. And once I get out in the water, it was sort of hard not to try and get back out again. In our team, we try to sort of row during the winter, so we get out a lovely frosty morning is fantastic, because the sea is flat calm and there's a little bit of heat in the sun, and it's a really, really enjoyable row. So we try to do it during the winter at the weekend. So I'd say we probably get out 50% of the time, but the season really starts in the bright evening. So from now until sort of September. There's great interest in the town, and people are coming down saying, listen, I've kids, they're interested in rowing, will they be able to get involved? But the problem we have is we have to drag the boats up, and we're bringing them up through a busy, there's roads up there and there's cars, so it can be dangerous enough. So if we've kids as well, it's going to add another danger aspect. So if we could get these just to bring the boat straight in and out, it would just be a godsend. So hopefully everything's going to go well, and that can happen for us.
With the Scouts, we have a number of adventure skills badges that we look after, from your hill walking to emergencies and pioneering and camping. But 3 of those are also water-based activities. So we have sailing, kayaking and rowing. An awful lot of Scout groups don't get to do a lot of those activities because of the equipment that's involved, at the location that they're in. But given our location here at the coast in Balbriggan, it's just absolutely perfect for us to be able to make sure our Scouts get the full experience from their scouting and be able to do those additional badges and badge work. So what we would envisage, I suppose, is using the space as a storage for our water sports equipment, so kayaks, canoes, paddle boards, hopefully maybe some sailing boats, even gear for making rafts, so barrels and logs and ropes and things like that, so we can get all of the kids from age 6 right the way up to older people such as myself to be able to get out on the water and just make the best use of it and learn skills, but have fun together, and I suppose be a bit more visible to the community at large, so that they can see that there's Scouts active in the area. They might be curious, they might be interested, and so they might come down and say, well, how can we get our kids in, how can we join, what can we do, or how can we help out? So that's the key for us.
Scouts would have kind of smaller equipment, kayaks and again paddles and all that type of thing in here. So that would all be ideally suited for this building here. And they could, and then the larger house would be absolutely ideal for our boats. Our boats are about our old style heritage boats. The East Coast skiffs are about 25 feet long, but we've also some of the new Olympic standard boats we just purchased last year. So they're part of the future. Like, they offer a career sport for people, if you like, and it's so there's a brilliant fit between us and the Scouts, and it'd be great to get more of the Scouts involved in it. And it's a nice fit, I think, for the 2 groups down here. And we've been working well together, and I think something like this will give us a much greater chance to offer something back to the community and the groups.